Good. Hello. Been a while. I know. It's my usual. I mean, at least it hasn't been as long as it was since we had the switch to 2020. But we are here, back, ready to do some tarot readings, which I'm excited about. Don't know what's going on with the connection. I don't even really have. Is it even a new moon in Leo? It's full moon in Leo. You just had a new moon in Aquarius. Yes. Okay. So I was like, my whole witchy thing is off. My head's cut off, but that's okay. I don't know. It's let's see. We'll move it up just a little. That did nothing. Okay, there we go. My whole witchy thing is just off. I don't know. I haven't really been reading cards. Maybe I'll do a reading for myself. I'm supposed to do a personal reading, so I haven't gone back to which I'm really bad about. But maybe that's the Leo thing. I do have a moon in Leo as my own personal sign. Let's see what the main one is. General card, Ace of Wands. All right. Well, that's great. That means we've got some new energy, some new movement, and some fire coming in, because I think we all kind of need to pick me up. This whole beginning of the year has been a little rough, I think, for most folks, for myself included. And so it's just going to be nice. It's going to give some, I want to say wind in our sails, but more like fire beneath us, which will be great. Oh, Seven of Swords. I didn't pull the cards before. Seven of Swords for Aries. Aries. Tricky Aries. I think, Aries, that it would be wise for you to, I pulled this card before. I don't want to keep pulling a whole bunch of these cards, but I pulled this card before recently. And it was talking about how maybe sometimes you have to be a little sneaky. You got to keep things on the low. Maybe you don't need to be sharing with everybody what's going on with you. Maybe it's time that you keep things close to you. A little lies and deception. Time to be wise with your words and how you use them and what you're going about. Aries, things are not always what they seem. And so sometimes maybe you have to be the person who's keeping things close to you so that you don't get played in the end. And I feel like maybe that's what needs to happen right now. Because there's just a lot of things that haven't come to light yet, and they're on their way. It's happening. And folks are just doing things for attention. They're doing it for the clout, and don't fall into the trap. I pulled out a few cards, so I'll stop for a minute and just start reading down. Taurus, we have the Two of Pentacles. You've got some choices coming up, Taurus, as far as it goes for your finances, for that new job, for those choices. Are you looking at moving, Taurus? Are you looking at, you're feeling unsettled. You're feeling unsettled. You're feeling like you're not sure what move you want to make, which is fine. That's the whole point in being thrown off balance. Take a minute to see what makes you feel excited and what makes you feel grounded, because when you're feeling that rocky space, you need something that's going to balance you out, especially as a Taurus and an earth sign. Gemini, Five of Wands? Five of Wands. I feel like Geminis are just very feisty. They have a lot to say. They don't always want to say all the things. They don't always want to be all up in everyone's business. And, really, well, that's a lie, for Geminis. Geminis do like to be in other people's business. Well, sometimes Gemini, sorry, I got shocked by the cat. Sometimes Gemini, when you do that, you got to pay the piper. And the piper's saying that when you like to get up in other people's business, and when you like to talk, not necessarily about other people, but you just like to talk, that sometimes that doesn't work out the best for you. And then you got to deal with the consequences of it. So Gemini, be wise with your words, stand strong if you are in your truth. And sometimes it's okay to put the wand down and take a breather. Cancer, we have the Princess of Swords. I like this for Cancer. I think Cancers sometimes need a boost to feel more comfortable in going against all of the hoopla around them. They hide in their shell a lot. They do the whole crab thing. And a Princess of Swords is someone who is testing out this whole just taking a chance, sharing their feelings, being vulnerable. And they can be vulnerable because they got that sword and they really know that regardless of what goes on, no one's really gonna mess with them. No one's really gonna step to them. And I think Cancers need that to be able to be heard. I feel like Cancer energy has been very quiet lately, and I don't know if that's because they're regrouping. Is it because everything's kind of a mess and they're like, I'm just gonna hide in my shell? But this is a great chance for you, Cancer, to step out a little bit. There's obviously something that you would like to share, that you've wanted to express, and take that courage of that sword to do so. Leo, great card for you, Leo, Queen of Pentacles. The money is here. It's your moon. It's your time to shine. It's your time to be seen. Don't be afraid. Don't hide in the shadows. Just go out there and get it. Shine. It's your time. We have Virgos. Virgos have the 9 of Wands. So Virgos, you've been putting in that work, which is great, amazing, fantastic. And now you're like, all right, I've gathered up all my materials. I've done the hard bit. It's time for me to get what's coming towards me. It's time to get my just due. What does that mean? What does that look like? I'm here for it. I'm ready for it to happen. And you're kind of like at the end of this burden, because it's been a lot of work and it feels like a burden. So although you feel victorious and you feel great because you've been successful, you're also starting to feel the weight of all those wands. But you're Virgo, you probably like that, so that's all right. Libras. Oh gosh, what's happening with those Libras? Though, I get this card. Oh, Libras. You know what, Libra? And I'm speaking from my own stance as a Libra. We just got to get up. We got to get up and do it. We got to make the decision. We have to stop weighing those scales. We have to start flipping back and forth. We have to stop being so pessimistic and procrastinating. We have to face the fear, embrace it, and run into it. This girl, she's sitting here with this 9 of Swords, and she's got all these swords about her, and her head's all down, and she's all sad. She's all in her head. She's got 9 swords above her. She could take any one of those. She could take all of them, and she could go in there, and whatever's bothering her, she could take care of it. She could handle it. And why isn't she? Because she's so focused on the sorrows of what's going on. This is a card that's calling to action. It's a card that's saying you have the way out, and even if it's maybe not the best way out, maybe if it's not even the most supportive or the most kind way out, you got a way out. You got a way to move that energy. Take those swords and make the move. Make the decision. Get out of your head. Get into your body. Embodiment is important. We can't just hide inside of our head and hide inside of our thoughts and just go back and forth, vacillating all the time between this and the other. We have to just do sometimes, and then get a new outcome and get something else to put our time and our attention towards. So Libras, it's time. Let's do this. Scorpio, 7 of Pentacles. Great job, Scorpio. I feel like Scorpios have been kind of chill too. They've been hustling, they've been working, and they're seeing the fruits of their labors. They're taking the time to kind of just sit back and look and be like, look what I did. And I'm here for it. Do that. Congratulations. Sagittarius, 5 of Pentacles. Sagittarius. It can't always be fun and games. So sometimes you have to make the choice. You have to do the thing. You have to commit. You have to get out of this idea that there's always something better around the corner, because it leaves you in this situation where you're constantly like, okay, am I the pauper on the trail, or am I in the cozy house, safe and warm? It's wintertime, at least here in the northern hemisphere. It's wintertime. It's time for us to feel secure, feel safe in our homes, and to be able to plan and to go forth. And you can't do that when you're constantly worried about whether all the rest of your material things are taken care of. So you have to sometimes do the thing that Sagittarians don't like to do, and that is to just sit and make the choice that's going to give you a long-term outcome. So make the choice and make the one that's going to benefit you most in the future. Capricorns. Capricorns got the Four of Swords, which I've never pulled this card for Capricorns. So that's interesting. It seems like everyone's dealing with some turmoil. Four of Swords, Capricorn. Well, having a little pity party? I'm sure that's fine. Maybe you need some time to rest. That's okay. You're in a similar situation as the Libras. You have swords available to you. You have words. You can express yourself. You cannot be in this situation alone. You are being watched over. You are blessed, and it is okay sometimes to take a minute to regroup, but do not stay there. We have, let me pull it up so you can see it. Six of Swords. So many swords. Y'all, what's going on? Six of Swords for the Aquarians. All right, Aquarius, it's your freaking season, Aquarius. What are you doing? Are y'all feeling bad? You're feeling like it's time to make a move? You're feeling a little left out? Okay. Everybody's wanting, like, it's all in the mind right now. It's all about your thoughts. It's all about how you think about things. It's all about what you do with your energy. And everybody's just sitting here, like, making these major decisions, making these changes, having these thoughts about it's time to move. It's time to move. And I guess it is time to move. Make those moves, y'all. You know, don't look back. Because we have our last card, Pisces. Eight of Swords. Pisces, you're making a cage for yourself. You're tying yourself down. What's going on with these thoughts? You know, Pisces, you're not necessarily always the type to end up in your head. You're more likely the type to just be all up in your feelings. But now it's like you can't get this situation off your mind. You can't get this dream, this vision, this occurrence that happened. And now it's become this cage, this mental cage. Pisces, fall into your heart, fall into your feelings, fall into that depth that you have that exists for air signs, exists for the mind, but it doesn't work in the same way. You have a depth that can give you the insight that you need to see the path out. So, wow, what a reading. I was not anticipating that. I was thinking this was going to be much more happy-go-lucky, much more like, woohoo, yay. But I guess the full moon in Leo calls for it. Full moon in Leo is always going to be about courage and the power of the heart and the path of the heart and making those moves to really follow and be who we are meant to be. So happy full moon in Leo. You all maybe get a journal. Write it down, talk it out, get it out of your head, get some movement, go outside and exercise. If you can't go outside and exercise because the weather is trash, go to the gym. If you can't go to the gym, go in your house and just walk back and forth. Get that blood pumping. Get into your body. Do some breath work. That's good for channeling and for balancing out that energy, especially that mental energy. Do some yoga. Do anything that's going to get you out of your head and into your body. So that's my advice. Good luck. Happy full moon. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.